Welcome to the Mind Shelf. Ever wondered what drives the world's most ambitious minds? Today, we reveal Start Thinking Like a Billionaire, Donald Trump's top quotes on goals. Discover the powerful words and strategies that shape monumental ambitions and relentless pursuit of success. Prepare to redefine your aspirations and transform how you approach your biggest goals. 1. A brand is two words: the promise you telegraph, and the experience you deliver. This quote reminds us that a brand's essence lies in the alignment between what it advertises and the actual quality of what it provides. It's the consistent delivery on a perceived expectation. 2. The worst of times often create the best opportunities to make good deals. Here's what that really means. Periods of widespread difficulty or economic downturns can present unique and favorable circumstances for advantageous agreements or investments. Crisis often creates opportunity. 3. The more predictable the business, the more valuable it is. This quote reminds us that stability and consistent foreseeable outcomes in a business increase its inherent worth. Reliability adds significant value. 4. Entrepreneurs are always taking feedback, especially from their customers, bankers, workers, and sales force. Here's what that really means. Successful entrepreneurs continuously seek input from all key stakeholders to inform their decisions and adapt their strategies. Continuous learning from various sources is essential. 5. I have a very simple rule when it comes to management. Hire the best people from your competitors, pay them more than they were earning, and give them bonuses and incentives based on their performance. This quote reminds us that a straightforward management strategy involves attracting top talent from rivals with superior compensation and motivating them through performance-based rewards. 6. Good publicity is preferable to bad. But from a bottom-line perspective, bad publicity is sometimes better than no publicity at all. Controversy, in short, sells. Here's what that really means. While positive public attention is ideal, even negative attention can sometimes be beneficial for commercial purposes, as controversy itself can drive interest and sales. Any attention can be exploited. 7. I don't hire a lot of number crunchers, and I don't trust fancy marketing surveys. This quote reminds us that this approach to business prioritizes intuition and practical experience over extensive data analysis or formal market research. It suggests a reliance on gut feeling rather than metrics. 8. In business, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. Here's what that really means. Success in commerce is not based on inherent merit, but on your ability to effectively advocate for your interests and secure favorable terms through discussion. Outcomes are determined by negotiation skills. 9. A little hyperbole never hurts. People want to believe that something is the biggest and the greatest and the most spectacular. This quote reminds us that exaggeration, when modest, can be an effective persuasive tool, because people are often drawn to grand claims and exceptional narratives. People are enticed by superlative descriptions. 10. The point is that you can't be too greedy. Here's what that really means. While ambition is necessary, excessive avarice or taking too much can ultimately be detrimental. There's a limit to how much one can take before facing negative consequences. 11. On mindset and self-belief. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. This quote reminds us that a certain degree of self-importance or confidence, ego, is considered necessary for success. It implies that a lack of ego leads to failure. 12. Experience taught me a few things. What is to listen to your gut, no matter how good something sounds on paper? Here's what that really means. Lived experience teaches the importance of trusting your intuition, even when logical arguments or presented facts seem compelling. Instinct often holds deeper truth than superficial data. 13. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. This quote reminds us that, while lessons from history are valuable for planning, true engagement and enjoyment in life come from fully immersing yourself in the current moment. Live in the now. 14. It's always good to be underestimated. Here's what that really means. Being perceived as less capable or significant than you are can provide a strategic advantage, allowing you to surprise competitors or exceed expectations. Lowered expectations can lead to greater impact. 15. Sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. This quote reminds us that this is a highly assertive and dismissive statement, indicating a strong self-belief in one's intelligence while openly challenging detractors. It exhibits extreme confidence and confrontational pride. 16. You have to be able to take criticism. Some of it is fair, and some of it is not. This quote reminds us that the ability to receive feedback, both valid and unjust, is crucial for personal and professional growth. Resilience to judgment is necessary. 17. Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. Here's what that really means. Genuine enthusiasm and strong emotional drive are the fundamental fuels for action and achievement. Lacking passion results in a lack of vitality and purpose. 18. Everything in life is luck. This quote reminds us that this expresses a belief that external factors and chance predominantly determine outcomes in life, rather than individual effort or control. It's a statement about randomness. 19. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the ability to act in the presence of fear. Here's what that really means. True bravery means taking action despite feeling afraid. It emphasizes that courage is about overcoming fear through will, not by its absence. 20. I'm a very stable genius. This quote reminds us that this is a self-proclamation of exceptional mental prowess and consistent intellectual reliability. It asserts high intelligence and steadfastness. 21. Leaders. True leaders take responsibility for the success of the team and understand that they must also take responsibility for the failure. This quote reminds us that authentic leadership involves complete accountability. True leaders claim both triumphs and setbacks, understanding that their role encompasses responsibility for the team's entire performance. 22. It's important to focus on the solution, not the problem. This quote reminds us that directing your energy towards finding answers and taking action is more productive than dwelling on the difficulties themselves. Be solution-oriented, not problem-focused. 23. When luck is on your side, it is not the time to be modest or timid. It is the time to go for the biggest success you can possibly achieve. Here's what that really means. When circumstances are favorable, you should boldly pursue ambitious goals without hesitation. Don't hold back when fortune smiles upon you. Maximize the opportunity. 24. Watch, listen, and learn. You can't know it all yourself. Anyone who thinks they do is destined for mediocrity. This quote reminds us that continuous observation, active listening, and a humble willingness to learn from others are essential for true growth. Believing you know everything leads to average results. 25. Sometimes, by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. Here's what that really means. Experiencing a setback or minor defeat can sometimes reveal unexpected strategies or alternative paths that ultimately lead to greater long-term victory. A loss can teach you how to win overall. As we conclude this deep dive into the mindset of a billionaire, remember that setting audacious goals and pursuing them with unwavering determination is key. Let these powerful quotes inspire you to think bigger, aim higher, and never settle for less. If these insights ignited your ambition, please like this video, share it with someone ready to elevate their goals, and subscribe to the Mind Shelf for more empowering content. Start thinking like a billionaire today.